Hi, welcome to this video about Microsoft Dynamics NAV on any device. In this video we are going to explain and experience Dynamics NAV running on all different devices, tablet and phone. We will discuss three topics. First, we will see why devices are important. Then we will look at how Microsoft Dynamics NAV supports different devices on different platforms. And finally, we will see how CAL code supports the different clients. So let's first see why devices are so important. First of all, it's just because mobile devices are so common. Most users currently have a mobile device with them, and a lot of them do not have just one device. They often have a smartphone and a tablet. And it is just very common to have mobile data on your device. So users do have access to internet anytime and any place, with all kinds of devices. In fact, the number of mobile users are overtaking the number of desktop users. Since 1 or 2 years, there are more mobile devices out there than desktop computers. As a result, the location where the user is not so important. They carry their mobile devices with them and use them anywhere, from home, in the train or at the airport. They have access to their information from anywhere, and they simply expect their data to be accessible, up to date and at their fingertips. Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2016 fully supports this, and because users have different needs based on their location and used device, Dynamics NAV 2016 has not just one interface that is squeezed into every device. It's just one product, but it has a tailored experience for each device. So, let's take a look at the Dynamics NAV clients. Of course, we need some definitions to distinguish between different devices. A desktop device is a device with a screen of 10 inches or larger. It has a normal full keyboard and uses the mouse. A tablet is defined as a touch-screen device of 7 inches or larger and with a full keyboard on the screen. No mouse is attached, instead a finger is used, which is less precise than a mouse. A phone device should have a screen of about 4 inches or larger to display enough information and have a mini keyboard displayed on the screen, and it mostly has a vertical orientated screen. The Windows client running on a desktop is a client that is best suitable for intensive use with concurrent tasks. With the Windows client it is possible to have more than one task window open at the same time. The web client is designed to run in a browser, and with one task open at a time it is very suitable for most common tasks. These two clients use keyboard and mouse to enter data and perform tasks. The web client is also touch-enabled for uses on devices with touchscreens or 2-in-1 devices like the Microsoft Surface. The tablet client is based on the web client, but has a layout that is optimized for touch. It can be used in places where you don't have a desktop or laptop available. The phone client is also based on the web client and has a layout that is optimized for the vertical layout of the device, perfectly suited for use while you are on the move. To support those different devices, Microsoft delivers the universal app for Microsoft Dynamics NAV. It is a free downloadable app from the platform store of the device. It installs and behaves like an app. It is not just a link to a website. It runs on all major platforms like Windows 8 and 10, Windows Mobile, Android and iOS. It is based on the web client. In fact, it behaves as a shell around the web client, and it automatically switches the web client to the layout that is tailored for the device the app is running on. The different layouts of the web client can also be accessed from the web browser. The normal desktop layout of the web client is displayed using default.aspx. The tablet client layout can be opened by the tablet.aspx, and the phone client layout is accessible with phone.aspx. Let's switch to the web client and see the three different modes. After logging in with the browser, the desktop layout of the web client is shown. As you can see, the URL does not contain default.aspx, but when we add it to the URL you'll see the same desktop layout. Now we change default to tablet. This opens the web client in the tablet mode. The universal app uses this mode when running on a tablet device. Next, we change tablet to phone. This opens the web client in the phone mode. To demonstrate this better, we'll resize the window so it looks like the vertical layout of a smartphone. As you can see, the behavior of the phone client is different. The parts of the role center are divided into tabs. And the lists are displayed as so-called bricks instead of a list with columns. A brick is a clickable tile, and you can manage it by modifying the brick field group on the table. Let's now switch to the universal app on a surface by using the hyperlink MS Dynamics NAV. This is a special link that opens the universal app automatically if it is installed. If it is not installed, the user will be redirected to the app in the store where he can download the app. The hyperlink includes the correct server address and NAV server instance name. After starting the app from the hyperlink, the user only needs to enter his credentials. The Surface device can run in two different modes, desktop mode and tablet mode. This is the universal app in desktop mode, which is basically the same as the web client in desktop mode. Now we switch the Surface to tablet mode. As you can see, the universal app reacts immediately and switches to tablet mode. Let's finally look what it takes to develop for devices. First of all, you should think about the use case scenarios. What is the user going to do when he opens Dynamics NAV on a tablet or phone device? Also think about the form factor of the different devices. A phone is typically small and has vertical oriented screens, while a tablet is most often in horizontal orientation. There are some limitations and differences between a desktop mode and tablet or phone mode. Most important is that the tablet and phone only provide what is accessible through the role center. Page search is not available and only promoted actions are shown. The current client type function in CAL gives information about the actual client the user is using. It returns a client type value, Windows, web, desktop, tablet or phone, which indicates if the user is accessing the application using the Dynamics NAV Windows client, web client or universal app. And for the universal app, it indicates on what device the app is running. Here you see an example how the current client type and the client type functions in CAL could be used to find a role center based on the device that the user is running. With this, you can have a more tailored experience for the user. Finally, the universal app supports the built-in camera and GPS of the device. That means that you can access the camera and request a picture from it, or request the current coordinates from the GPS. Here is an example how the camera can be used in the universal app. On the role center there is an action, create incoming document from camera. When we click on this action, the camera app is opened and we can take a picture from, for example, an invoice. Then the picture is uploaded to the server and attached to a new record. Here you can see that the picture has been uploaded to the server and is now accessible from Dynamics NAV. Let's summarize what you have seen in this video. Expect phones to become the default device for many users. Always put yourself in the position of the user. Ask yourself the question, what would I do? The size of the screen determines what is possible. Make decisions on what can be hidden from the user. If users use different devices, they probably do not always have the same role. And do not forget to develop for devices. Make it part of your development process. In this video we have covered why devices are important. We have seen the universal app running on different devices. And we have shortly looked at development for devices. More resources can be found on this link. Thank you for watching. This video was brought to you by Microsoft and Cloud Ready Software.